so high and so strong, but the truth's gonna break through before too long. Every single day, the same damn old game, pointing all the fingers, nobody takes the blame. This pressure's building, it's starting to crack. Ain't no turning back now, ain't no holding back. I'm about to say it, yeah, I'm about to scream. Tired of the fake smiles, living in a dream. The real life's bleeding out in the cold. Gotta break the mold, gotta let it unfold. I'm about to say it, every single word. The uncomfortable truth finally gonna be heard. I'm gonna say it.
Grand Rising, everybody. Welcome to a marvelous Monday. How's everybody doing? I'll give y'all a few minutes to get in here before we start the show off. Welcome in, Daniel. Welcome in, Campbell, Johnny. User 5358893702. Welcome in, Carlos. Elder, welcome in. T. Tom, I see you. Welcome in. Daryl Thomas, 3, welcome in. Val, welcome in. I welcome you all to hashtag I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna give y'all a few more minutes to come in. Heather Renee at 50, welcome to hashtag I'm gonna say it. Make sure trying to get my mods enough time to come in. Things like that. But while we wait for them to come in, while we wait for my moderators to come in and things of that nature, first and foremost, I want to thank everybody who showed up and protested for the No King protest. I thank you all for doing it cordially. As far as I know, it was cordial. I don't think anybody got out of line or anything of that nature. So it was peaceful, a peaceful protest. So thank everybody for doing that. Hey, sis. Okay, you in. Let me go ahead and try to bring you up here and put you in the panel. Nope, once again, I can't find you. I think you be hiding on that. Anyways, when you get a chance to come up and, we'll put you in the panel, sis. My sister says, we had a huge peaceful protest in LFK. Grand Rising, Rochelle. How you doing, bestie? Yes. It was all, thank you for the heart, me. I appreciate that, Rochelle. It was all peaceful. And I honestly and strongly mean it when I say, thank you all for keeping it peaceful, because I honestly think that was one of the things that they was wanting to do. They expected it to be, first of all, the people on the other side expected it not to be as big as it was. Yes, it was, Rochelle. It was beautiful. It's beautiful. They didn't expect it to be as big as it was. In fact, even afterwards, they are trying to say that it was an epic fail and there wasn't that many people there at any of the rallies. Our protests. And I think we can beg to differ when we see the pictures from different states, right? And it wasn't only the major cities that was involved. Like, there was smaller cities that make up a certain, metropolitan area that had it, that held protests as well. Rochelle says 60,000 peeps, Excuse me. Jamal B says, y'all don't want Cheddar Color co-leader to succeed. No, he doesn't want to succeed. Has nothing to do with us. Has nothing to do with us. We're just sitting here, keeping it peaceful. You notice we didn't smear any stuff on nothing. We didn't devalue any buildings and anything like that. We just had a peaceful protest. You know, we didn't hurt no law enforcement officers, anything like that, right? So it regard and but thank you, Jamal B, because you are exactly the type of people that I'm talking about. Brad says accomplished nothing. We'll see, and that's I'm glad you think that, love. I am because I'm gonna tell you what it did accomplish. What it accomplished is it let you all know that not everybody likes the cheddar color code leader. What it did, because if you notice, a lot of BLK people wasn't there. But now just imagine, you see without BLK people, or that many BLK people, you see what the crowds were like. So now just imagine if BLK people was included in that. So I beg to differ with you, Britt or Brat or whatever your name was. I beg to differ with you because I think what it accomplished is it showed you all that there is a changing of the guard. I think it struck fear in all of you and let you all know that come the midterms, it may be a blue wave coming, you know? But, and to end it, because this is not what today's show's about, I just wanted to give the people who did go out and protest their flowers because they done it in a respectable, mature manner. And I appreciate that because we didn't have to have anybody getting hurt. We didn't have to have any unalivings or anything like that. Joe Bell, welcome. Good morning. Good morning. You know, and so we wanted to, I wanted to make sure I gave everybody their flowers. But in closing, also what it done was it completely diminished his narrative that there's civil unrest in these cities. That when large people come together, that crime is committed. And I think, no, I take that back. I know that that was proven to be false.
Stop buying generic Viagra if you're...
So with that being said, I feel like you all know that there's going to be a change coming. Joe Bell said, my kids and I protested. That's a beautiful thing. We do every time, fighting for the people. That's a beautiful thing. And Joe Bell, if you don't mind, we would like to give it up to you. Adrian, welcome in, bestie. We'd like to give it up to you, Joe Bell, because that lets us know that you are doing all you can and doing your part into seeing that the country is in a better position moving forward. DJ Rocky B, welcome in, bestie. Thank y'all for the heart me. I appreciate that. Adrian, I appreciate that heart me. Sorry, y'all. Hold on. I'm trying to get the next segment lined up here. For the first segment. Thank you for the lives, DJ Rocky B. I appreciate it. So, those that are Cheddar Color Code Leader supporters, welcome. And you're more than welcome to stay. And I get it. I know you all are having a hard time, you know, because you didn't expect this to happen. You didn't see it happening. You all had the false pretense fed to you that it was going to be a lot of BLK people that was out here, and it just bothers you to have to fester on the fact that your own kind was out there and that people actually care about each other and love each other. That's different, you know, races. It's a different race. They all came together. And we understand. We are all mature enough to know that that is something that you all fear more than anything, is that people come together, right? Oregon said they will double down hold on, your comment went up too fast. They will double down because of their fragile masculinity. And I have to agree with you on that. That is, and we see it, they're crashing out right now in here. They can't, and to prove my point that they're crashing out, we are actually just saying thank you to the people who actually went and protested and didn't cause any trouble. You see what I'm saying? And so, hold on, I'll bring you up in a minute, Organs. We're actually just saying thank you for being peaceful with the protest. You see what I'm saying? We didn't. There was nobody, as far as I know. Nobody got hurt. There was nobody that was unalive. There was. You get me? And so, I think it was a beautiful thing. Political Babe says, I love everyone and pray we all make it home safe. Yes, at the end of the day, exactly. And I love that, Political Babe. That's exactly what the goal should be. That should be the end game in it all. It doesn't matter whether you like it or not. That should be the end goal for everybody, you know? Jamal B. You know, the thing about it is, Jamal B can get can somebody please send Jamal B an invite to our block party because he's a bot. He's a bot. So we don't, again, if you don't even have a profile picture and you only got like 2 people following you, we already know what you about. Jamal, you're trolling. We don't do that. Now, if you actually would have had something to say that you know, was of substance, then great. But be a person when you do it. Organ, I'm gonna bring you up real quick before I move forward. And I appreciate you waiting. I just wanted these people to understand it. They crashing out, and all we doing is saying we're thankful that nobody got unalived and everything was peaceful. And they can't even handle that. How you doing? Welcome to hashtag I'm gonna say it.
Good morning, man. How are you?
I'm doing great. How about yourself?
Oh, I'm fine. I'm tired from the weekend, man.
Oh,
Yeah, it was a long weekend. I live in Portland, Oregon, so
okay. Oh, it's early over there where you are.
yeah, 7. Well, what is it? 7. Well, yeah, no, it was just a long
Yeah.
weekend.
Hmm.
Yeah, it went off without a hitch, man. And that's what we do. We plan. We don't let our feelings override us.
Hmm.
We laugh at all the shenanigans and all the lies and all the projection, and we do what we do. We try to stick with facts over feelings. We don't let our feelings override our personal choices. And for some reason, a lot of people have let that go, and you see it
Hmm.
every day, man. And it's really sad to see what this country is becoming.
It truly is. It's like humanity is no longer a thing, and that's the sad part about it. Like, how do you have to wonder how do we get to a point to
I
where
don't know, man. I've been, so I just started this TikTok thing, and I just kind of scroll and I scroll and I scroll,
Mhm.
um, and I stop on things that kind of catch my attention, and I listen, and then sometimes I choose to join and try to have a intelligent conversation. It usually doesn't go that route, uh, and they just crash out and burn out, And I don't know what happened to this country. I'm almost 50. Um, and it's the United States of America, and for some reason this orange man has divided this country in 10 short months, and people don't see a problem with that, man. They're so stuck on their, I don't know what they're stuck on. I think it's hate. I think it just all boils down to hate. I think that there's an ingrained hate in a lot of people's hearts, and
I agree with
they don't understand it, and um um I don't get it, and I think it's just obviously feelings, man. It's just I don't get it, like, and it's very fucking obvious what's going on, and the weird thing is this isn't only happening in America. There's like 9 countries that this is going on in. UK is having the same problem in UK. I had a great conversation with Live in the UK,
Hmm.
and they're going through the same stuff, man. It's the same
Really?
thing over there.
That's
Yeah.
crazy. I didn't
Oh
know
yeah.
that.
Yeah. No, this isn't just, and the same things over there. It's just all racism, man. You
Yeah.
know,
No, I'm not
they
lost at
have the
all. I'm
white
listening.
nationalists.
Hold on one second, Orgus. I don't mean to interrupt you. No one cares. I'm not lost. I'm being respectful. I'm listening to what he's saying and not interrupting. And and we can have a conversation, which is something that the cheddar color coat leader you follow doesn't know how to have. In fact, he doesn't even have a vocabulary expansion that's big enough to have a conversation. So I would advise you to just sit back and listen to us talk and learn something, kid. Okay, I'm sorry, brother. Go ahead. Continue.
No, you're good, man. Canada went through a similar situation last summer with their elections. They had a big, uh, weird, fucking white nationalist, racist. They tried to take over the elections.
Hmm.
But they're smart. They're smarter up there. Um, you know, they're
Facts.
a couple. They're a few years ahead of us. Um,
Right.
but it was a bunch of money, and they had some crazy things happen, and yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know what the answer is. I think we just need to get organized. What I find interesting is that and I do you find what I find really weird is that it seems like there's a lot of um uh black people that are love Trump. Do you know what's
Yeah.
up with that? Have you noticed that?
Yeah, I do. I have noticed, and I have noticed that they're finding out quick, fast, in a hurry that you supporting him doesn't matter. You still don't care about him. But here's what I think that is, brother, and I'm just going to be completely honest with you. This is just my opinion. I think a lot of BLK men had an issue with a woman being in a position of power,
Bingo.
and
That's what I thought. Yep, that's what I
yeah,
thought too. That's what
yeah,
I was
I
thinking.
honestly do, and it's sad because if it, a lot of times people say, "Well, she didn't have any talking points," and that's not right. She did have talking points. Here's the thing: you've got to know how to listen. You've got to know how to break down what she's saying. I mean, she put it out in black and white, But the thing about it was, she was a woman. A lot of them feel
Yeah.
like that she was forced into the candidacy. You know, that's what I
Yeah.
think, brother.
That's what I was that's what I think as well. And I don't even if it's even with Hillary, I think that was the reason that, she didn't get
Yeah,
where she was going, just because she was a woman. Same thing with, anyways, yeah, it's an interesting world we're seeing, but it's a scary world, man. Like the most shocking thing that I've noticed since kind of, like I said, going on this TikTok shit show and just scrolling around
yeah,
is all the kids, man. All the white kids are so lost. I
yeah,
mean, they are just and dude, it's scary how uneducated they are, and it's all talking points off of Fox News. They can't have an intelligent conversation. I don't know. It's wild. It's wild. I don't know.
yeah. Well, you're right, brother. And I'll say this: I do think a major part of it is you, no one's learned from the past. And when you
Exactly.
don't learn from the past, you're doomed to what? Repeat it, correct?
Yeah.
And I feel
Yep.
like that's where
That's the
we are now.
definition of insanity.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. It's basic common sense, really, and I think a lot of people have lost that.
Yes, that's true. Jay's on feet says not just the YT ones. I agree. Listen, I'm gonna tell you, and I'll just if you're new here, you're gonna learn. I just call it down the middle. And that's what it is. So when you say not just the YT ones, I agree. But I will also have to follow that up with I do believe a lot of the BLK kids um are systematically messed up due to the fact of broken households. I do feel like we need to have more BLK fathers present, not knocking the ones that are, but a lot of them aren't. And so I think once we can get that squared out and have more BLK fathers present, not necessarily in the home. Let me take that back. Not necessarily in the home, but in the life of their child. I think things will be better on from that aspect. But we have to understand that it's also that the system was, and I'm talking about legal system as well. It was designed to break up those homes. You can go back to the late '70s, early '80s, and you know what that thing that they brought in. It was a white substance that they brought in, and it was running rampant through the neighborhoods, and either people were getting hooked on that thing, or they were incarcerated behind it. You know, so both communities got work to do. You know, I don't want to just say it was one side or the other. And for the cheddar color coat leader side, and I'm reading your comments. Let's not just completely say and talk about BLKs, because the problem I have with you all is that the same rhetoric that you're pushing right here in this live, you spew it onto your children, and then they end up going to schools and end up innocent kids. So you got some work to do in your community as well. Here's what I think we should do. I think we should collectively decide to come together and try to get a solid understanding. If we could have some kind of conversation and talk to each other and enlighten each other, I think we could go so far. But until that happens, this is where we're going to be. And it's not going to help anybody and anyone. That's how I feel, brother.
Well, and what I find wild is like when I was growing up, and maybe it's just I was forced to grow up at a young age because I didn't have a fucking choice. Sorry, I didn't have a choice, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, I have friends that think the exact opposite with me. We can sit down and we have a conversation, and it's chill, and we respect our choices or our opinions,
Mm-hmm.
and we still get along. Like they can call me, I can call them, and they're there for me. We
Right.
don't align with our political values or we don't see the world quite in the same way, but that doesn't separate us.
Right.
But people can't do that. They're so divided, and it took 10 months for this to happen. 10
Yeah.
months.
You're right.
10
And
months.
that's crazy because we saw it in the first term. But you're right. That's something that needs to happen too. People agreeing to disagree, such as you and your friends. Y'all can agree to disagree. And at the end of the day, regardless of what you all what all your point of views are, at the end of the day, y'all keep respect the centerpiece of y'all conversation. You get me?
Right.
Ego is taken out of it. And when you take ego and pride out of it, and you can have just a genuine civil conversation without one party or one side getting into their feelings and resorting to name calling or finger pointing and stuff like that, then that's when you begin to have some kind of compromising going on, man. And it just goes a long way. It's healthy.
Well, the way I look at it, this is, the like what did you call him? The Cheeto man? The Cheetos?
The cheddar color coat leader. Yeah.
I gotta put that in my brain to remember that. Yeah, the cheddar colored cult leader. All right, he's been working on this for a while, man. Like he's got over 10 years in the game planning this stuff out. Him and all of his cronies.
Right.
This government shutdown. This was all about a joke in 2011
Yes, it was.
when Obama made Trump look like a fool in front of the
Yeah.
world. He's still
Facts.
pissed off about that joke. And that's what this is all about, is that hate in that man's heart. Excuse me, I don't want to say man. It's
Yeah,
that
he's not
hate
that.
in that cheddar-colored cult leader's heart.
There you
Did I
go.
get it right?
That's right.
Right?
That's it.
It's hate. He hasn't let that go since 2011, and he has taken everything out that Obama did. He has eliminated it, and it's just so childish.
Right.
It's so childish.
Including removing his picture out of the
Yeah,
president's house. This is crazy.
yeah.
You
No,
know?
dude, he Obama lives rent free in that man's head. Sorry, again, that cheddar colored cool leader's head. I got
All
man,
day.
that's a good one. Yeah,
Use it.
it's like, you know, America first, and we're sending 20 billion to Argentina.
Right.
I mean, you know,
How do they explain that?
you know, he's talking about building a Trump casino in Gaza. I mean, what is going on? Who in their right mind could support this person? You
I
know,
have
like,
no clue, brother. I know I didn't and I won't. But I'll tell you what we can do though. Here's how we're gonna start to right this ship. And even after we start to put the foundation down to even try to correct it and make it right, it's gonna still take some more years from that. But when we have those midterms, we've got to vote right.
yeah,
You get me?
yeah,
You get me?
no,
Not when I say right, I mean correct. And I don't mean that side.
right,
You get me?
right.
Yeah,
Yeah, and
but
I don't know if we're gonna make it that far. I honestly don't. I don't know if we're gonna make it that far, man. Like a lot of these echo chambers, they're cheering on a civil war like they think it's gonna be a new Call of Duty game.
yeah,
Like, you know, I mean, a lot of these people are just they're all for it.
yeah,
Yeah, it's kind of wild, you know. And then you see what he's trying to do with the National Guard. But I think we have the military on our side. I think we're gonna have the vast majority on our side. I have a lot of friends in the military.
What are their takes
that
on
have
that?
been, just our side.
Good,
You know,
good.
their take is that this is fascism, plain and simple. This is like they took an oath to this country to stand up against this kind of thing. And I'll give you a good example. Again, I live in Oregon, and so we didn't start to have problems in Portland until, you know, we've had the peaceful protests here for 100 and God, I think we're 132 days today. I think something like that. I could be off by 1 or 2 days.
Hmm.
They all kind of the last 2 weeks have kind of blended together. I'm down there quite often. I live 2 miles from the ICE facility.
Mm,
So I go down there and I spend my time and I support the cause. And I also like to also just get a feel for what the media is saying and what is reality. I
right,
think
and you
more
have
people
to.
should do that, you know? So,
Absolutely.
and people don't do that. They just turn on the TV and they nod their heads and go, yeah, Portland's a dumpster fire. And so when Trump started pushing that rhetoric, what we did is we took videos, we took pictures, and we showed it wasn't, and we posted them, and they're all out there on social media. But anyways, where was I going with this? Oh, this is where I was going. So, you know, Trump started talking about National Guard, Portland's on fire, you know, blah blah, everybody's heard it, right?
Right,
So
his
it's very
rhetoric.
telling. Yeah, so it's very telling. And this did not get a lot of news coverage, and I don't know why. And I kind of have my own feelings towards that. But the Oregon National Guard general, he's in charge of the Oregon National Guard. His name is General Gronewald. That's Gronewold. He was called before the Oregon Senate. This was about 3 weeks ago,
Right.
and it's on YouTube. You can go look at the video and his testimony. But basically, they asked him a variety of different questions. But one thing that was very telling is they straight up asked him if and when because it's been tied up in courts, right?
Mhm.
So they asked him, if and when you're called into Portland, how are you going to direct your troops? What are your orders? And he straight up said, to protect the protesters.
And that's how it should be. Because at the end of the day, it's their right to peacefully protest.
Yeah, well, it's the Constitution, and that's what this president is not respecting. He's not respecting the rule of law. He's not respecting the Constitution. He's wanting to change it. He's actively called for changing it. He's not respecting the 4th and the 15th Amendment. He's already talking about taking the 1st and the 2nd Amendment away, which is crazy. The NRA came out and made a statement against him, which is wild, because the NRA and their power
Exactly. Yeah.
and their lobbying power and obviously what side that they tend to lean towards and support, and they came out against Trump when he talked about taking gun rights away from trans people.
Pew 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 pew.
Sorry. Yeah.
It's okay.
TikTok. Sorry.
Yeah. Exactly. Exactly. It's sensitive.
But yeah. But anyways, yeah, it's wild. I don't know. Yeah, but I agree with you. Yeah, we need to vote. Our best interests. We need to organize, and that's kind of one of the things. Like when I do get a chance to talk to people, that are sitting there arguing and they're throwing all these stuff around. Instead of going on social media and complaining, take the time to reach out to your state representatives, both in the Senate and the House.
Absolutely. Good
Write
advice.
a detailed, not a detailed, but just that doesn't have to be fancy. Leave the feelings out of it and say, you know what? Whatever side of the aisle you are, I'm not advocating for anything, but especially for us that want to see some change, say, you know what? You need to do something, and if you don't, I'm not voting for you. Threaten them with your votes.
You are so correct about that.
And if they don't, then remember that when these come up,
Right.
because
Mhm.
and I think that if enough people did that, I mean, can you imagine if your state senator got 1 million emails a day with, it doesn't matter the number, let's just say 1 million emails a day threatening that if you don't do something, then I'm not voting for you.
Right. It's an impact that it would make a very big impact.
I think so. I mean, that's how we used to get, well, not me, excuse me, that's how they used to get stuff done in the, when any viable change happened in this country,
Mhm.
they held the politicians accountable. We protested, and we got shit done in the 50s, the 60s, and the 70s, even some things in the 80s.
Right. Right. Well, I think a lot of people have forgotten the part where we control the thing. That you see what I'm saying? It's for the people.
They work for us.
Yeah. They work for us. Exactly. Exactly. Once that gets embedded, or once people can grasp that concept and then make a change. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I agree with you fully on that, brother, and I appreciate you.
Yeah. Did you want to bring up
I was
Jenny?
going to break up OG Unk for a minute. OG
All right.
Unk, how's it
Well,
going?
hey, I'm
gonna drop
sorry.
down?
I might dip out, but hey man, I'm gonna sit for a minute. And I might dip out. But it was a pleasure talking to you, and
Thank
hopefully,
you,
this country, I don't know, gets their mind right.
Right. Well, hang out, brother. You're welcome at hashtag anytime. Hashtag I'm gonna say it anytime you want to come up.
All right, brother.
All right. OG Unk,
What's happening, young man?
welcome to the panel, brother. Nothing much. How about yourself?
Hey man, if I was any better, I'd be twins, bro.
Oh, I love it. I love it. I got to use it. What you
It'll
got to put
cost
on
you
the table, brother?
it'll cost you 25 cents every time you use it. It is copywritten. I'm playing.
I
I'm
got
playing.
you. I got you. I got you.
No, what the young man was saying is absolutely correct. We are the unspoken branch of the government. We are the fourth branch of government. Nothing goes down without our consent.
Mhm. That's true.
We It's American apathy that has us in the situation that we have with our government. And I
Hmm.
don't think that the founding fathers that put the Constitution is really it really is a beautiful document if used properly.
Facts.
Um, but we don't take our role in this seriously. Um, there's a lot of us that will vote red until we're unalived, or there's a lot of us that'll vote blue no matter who. And it's not conducive to getting a government that works for the people. It's conducive to getting a government that works for, as we see now, the corporations.
Mm. Boy, I got to give you. You hit the nail right on the head with that. They are
And
profiting.
I,
They are making profits off of this, and while our fellow civilians are struggling and losing.
absolutely. Absolutely. There's no reason that a senator or a representative from any state should make more than the median income in that state.
Agreed. I agree with you.
If that were the case, then they would do things to make things better for their state versus bowing down to the lobbyists who are going to line their pockets.
Mm. Well, I like how you put that. That's what it's going to take. It is going to take people to understand that we still possess the power. We still have the ability to elect who we feel is going to do right. But here's the thing: I wish, and I pray that we get a candidate that is really for the people, not to make their friends wealthier. I, I think yesterday I saw that the value of our dollar has gone down, and that's a scary
Right.
thing.
I agree wholeheartedly with you on that. Um, I've I'm 52 years old,
Mhm.
and I have heard way too often that nobody that really wants to affect change is going to run for office because they're going to be overshadowed by everybody else. But again,
Uh,
that's when it comes down to us. If we put
mhm.
in our minds and we put out there to the individuals running, this is all we're going to accept. If you're not going to undo Citizens United, we're not going to vote for you. If you're not going to undo your regular ridiculous raises, we're not going to vote for you. If you're not
And
going to vote for, if there's a government shutdown, you stay in Washington until the problem gets solved. You don't go on recess. You don't go on vacation. You don't leave here until the problem is resolved. This is a problem for the United States. You guys are the ones that are here to solve this problem. You stay here until this problem is solved. Period. But
and that's
until
the
we,
crazy thing.
the man's like, yeah, until we start. I'm sorry, I'm not trying to monologue or anything.
No, no, you could go ahead.
But until we take our role in the government seriously, we're going to be stuck with, do you like soft poop or hard poop? Because it's going to be poop at the end of the day.
It's the same thing, right? Okay, that's a
Yeah.
good analogy. That's a good analogy, brother. Give me a moment. I want to welcome Mac to the panel. Mac, how you doing?
I woke up this morning. You probably won't hear me complain about too much.
I like it. I love it. I love it. Actually, you're right.
Yes, I just want to. I don't even know it's gonna be 2 cents. Might be a nickel, but I just don't
Mhm.
want us to be worrying about what's going on. You know, under the surface. We on top and we see everything that's happening right now, and I suggest we stay there. I was on a panel earlier this morning, and they were talking about people are mad at us. And I'm not trying to start. I'm not trying to ruffle no feathers. I'm mad because I mean I got deported the other day around the corner to my auntie house so I could eat, and then I came back home. I don't have. I'm not trying to go to nobody else's country. I'm not trying. This I'm the same color as the dirt around here. Yeah, I'm the
I feel
same
you.
color as the dirt. You can't make me. You can't tell me. Again, not trying to disrupt anything like that. But my people ain't never been to Africa in their life
That's true.
ever. My people right here from this clay, we made out of the same thing to keep this thing going. And the sun is coming real fast and it's getting hotter and hotter. So I just let them talk the way they're gonna talk. But I'll say this: my babies, my grandchildren, they children, this is where we're from. This is where we're gonna resonate. And I'm afraid it's like that.
Yeah,
Deport
unfortunately, it
me,
is.
deport me where?
Well, like you said, we from here. Yeah, that's they can scream deport all they want, but the thing
Yep.
about it is they have to realize they're from Europe. So if we're deporting anyone, they can be the first on the boat. Go back.
I mean, this fella, the orange dude, and we can go in and in on him, but I won't waste my time on that because I don't feel like my rhetoric is worth my etiquette when it comes to him. But I mean,
Facts.
you need I mean, the rules he putting into play. You supposed to be gone. Your old lady supposed to be gone. Them cheering years supposed to be gone. All them wild years be gone. All of them need to be gone because I mean, shit, y'all came over here. It took 7 countries to defeat us and what we was doing. It took French from the south over there north, Russia from the north. You got it took a whole lot of people to defeat us and rewrite history in our face.
That's true. That's true. No
7
lies
countries,
detected.
7 countries, 7 of them,
Yeah, yeah. That tells you something right there.
7
Tell you
countries.
That's true. That's true, brother.
That's what's
But
up. I just want to come here and drop my icing on y'all cake because it's a nice cake.
hey, brother, I appreciate it. You welcome to hashtag anytime you want to. Hashtag I'm gonna say anytime you want. I gave you
Yeah,
a
yeah.
follow, by the way.
Oh, that's what's up. You getting one back, Chief. Y'all be good, man. And stay this way. And I ain't saying black at all because I looked up the word black and it ain't got nothing to do with us.
Nope,
Stay
it's not
us.
even a see, my boy, you know what you're talking about. It ain't even a thing. That is something that they brought over here that we differentiate. It was never a thing.
Now here where I might be where you might be to disagree with me at because we've
What?
been popping them on their hands for a long time. Now it's time to start kicking them in their ass. And I'll
I have
say
no,
that.
no disagreement from me on that, brother. Let's give it up to Mac.
I'm at work, man. Let me get back to where I'm supposed to be at, man. I'm gonna holler at y'all. I love all y'all, man. It's us. That's it.
Yes, sir.
Just us.
Peace and blessings to you all.
Yes, sir.
I appreciate that. Hey, OG Unc, I'm
Yo,
about to go into another segment, man. We about to go into the celebrity segment of this broadcast. But you're more than welcome to stay on the panel if you like.
yeah, I am nowhere near a celebrity.
He said, I'm out. Okay, brother. I'm
Hey,
gonna drop you down then.
yeah, thank you for having me up. I appreciate you, man. I threw you a follow as well.
All right, I appreciate it, brother. Peace and blessings to you and yours.
As well.
Thank you. Chill Will.
What's going on, Chief?
Man, just cooling. How about yourself?
Man, I turned 64 years old Saturday.
Oh
During the middle of
man.
this No Kings protest was on my 64th birthday.
First of all, happy belated birthday to you.
Thank you, man. And,
It's a
and it's
blessing.
funny how they better have this energy in November. For the next 10 Novembers, they better have this freaking energy, you know? But I was telling my boy, I was like, you know what? I used to mess with my father and my uncle and stuff, you know, get into debates with them about how they screwed up the civil rights movement when we really should have got everything we were supposed to get then. Okay.
Facts.
And I'm
Facts.
like, you know, all they did was break the families up and shit.
That's
You
it.
know,
That's all.
but we're in the same place now, dude. We really haven't moved but an inch. And they don't want to acknowledge that.
That's the problem, brother.
That's the problem. It's like, dude,
It's as
We're
simple
literally
as
in the
that.
same spot.
Yes.
You know, but they really don't get the kind of loans we need to get or how to solve our money for our businesses and the bullshit, you know, that they make sure of that we can't get.
Yeah.
They'll give you one house and one car, okay?
Yeah, that's it.
And you better keep paying for them, okay?
Right. They keep the money coming. That's the problem, brother. That's
It's
what I
like,
was saying.
dude,
Listen, if we don't,
and they've created other stuff like reverse mortgages and crap like that, and property tax bills to steal our generational wealth. Okay,
Absolutely.
So we
Absolutely.
can't pass that crap down. It's like, dude,
what can we do?
these are the
It's like we're
same rules.
handcuffed.
You know, like I said, you know, King's protest, and you know, and I was at the Million Man March.
Mm-hmm.
And this, you know, I was there, and it was right after I closed one of my businesses, right?
Yeah.
And I had a reporter come up to me and ask me, well, what do you think's supposed to happen here? Yada, 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 yada. And she thought I was going to say some off the cuff stuff about unity and yada, yada. I told her, when y'all balance the financial industry, that's when we'll have, you know, equality. Because I was that dude. I was 30, 32, 33, 34 years old, you know, carrying a briefcase, running a real estate business that was that on paper was successful, you know. But when we needed to go get money to really blow it up, the banks wouldn't touch us. And we had equity in property and stocks, you know.
Yeah, it was designed for you not to have equality.
It was designed for us to have not anymore, but they could.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Yeah.
They say, well, you know, you got great. I got clients that I've made millionaires, and banks won't give them money because they'll say their portfolio is too large, even though they've never missed a payment on anything,
That's wild.
and
That's
their net
wild.
worth is in the millions. You know.
Yeah.
So I've seen it in both spectrums. It's like, dude, really?
Yeah.
Y'all motherfuckers, man.
It's no give. And here's the thing.
How you gonna tell a man he can't get a loan against a house that's paid for, but only worth
And
50% of the value and is in mint condition?
He's showing you he's got equity. He's showing you he's got equity. He's showing you he's
Right.
good for it.
He's showing you. I like that. Oh, no, for instance, one of my boys and I, we went down to Pensacola about 10 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And we bought a crib down there, not too far from the ocean, but not on the ocean. It's inland, you know, for like $55,000. We went down there, you know, nice neighborhood. They got new construction going on all around it. You know, go down there, we fix it up, spend about, you know, a week or two fixing it up, you know, because we, you know, trades and everything, you know.
Right.
So get it appraised before we leave. Appraisal value comes in at 147. Mind you, this house is paid for free and clear. But now we want to establish, you know, a banking industry with somebody in Pensacola. So we didn't go to BOA or Wells and other places, you know. We said, let's go to one of the Pensacola banks.
Right.
Walked in there.
Panhandles.
Walked in there, you know, trying to set up so we have
Thank you, babe.
connections in every city.
Right.
Especially since we own property there, right?
Right.
You know, so we
Makes
walk
sense.
in, you know, we're going to Airbnb it, you know. No big deal. That's what we end up doing with it. But these jokers would not give us 50% of the value on that property. We asked for 65 grand.
And they said no. What was the reasoning behind it?
Oh, no, we have too many properties and we're actually not in, we don't live in the state.
That's lame.
What
But
difference does it
okay. That's lame. But
What
okay.
difference does it make?
Right.
You know, what difference does it make? As long as you get your money, why do you care?
And that's the
And
part
if
I'm
I don't
saying.
give you your money, you pick up 65, 70 grand.
Right. That's the discrimination right there still.
It's still there. So I was like, yeah, hey, man, I won't take over your live. I'm out of here.
Oh, you
man.
good? You good, brother? Hey, thank you for coming up.
Willie,
I catch you later.
Hold on, Willie. Mac want to talk to you.
Okay.
Nah, Willie, I hear everything you saying, and it really will lay you down if if you really won't feel like making a pallet or what have you. They'll
Oh,
take
it's infuriating.
I mean, man, so annoying. And I just went and bought me a property and went to go sell it. You know, buy high, low, whatever.
Right.
Listening to my sons and stuff.
We call it a flipping industry, but you do.
Type shit. And my I'm gonna tell you like this. The generational wealth that is packed out here in these streets when it comes to these pink toe people, they'll tell us to stop. They'll tell us to forget this and forget that or what have you. Like Y'all done had a whole 400-something year head start, and we passing y'all already again. It's like, it's got to be a funny. Hey, look,
They made it sure
Hope,
we couldn't pass them. Because I'm
Yeah.
gonna tell y'all this. and This is gonna sound vain as hell. I should have been the black
say
Donald
it,
Trump.
brother.
I should have been the black Donald Trump. If Fed had gave me the loans and all the crap that I tried to buy back in the 80s and 90s and the early 2000s, which all had value,
Yeah.
you know.
Green Hornet seems to think that you're lying, Will.
Okay, whatever.
Nah, ain't no line in his voice, Green Hornet. You can tell he done been through it. You can tell.
Right.
Dude, I'm telling you, boy.
It take one to know one.
Put it like this. Pull up Prince George's County Board of Realtors in the 90s and see from like 90 to 95, I wasn't in the top 10.
Well, the reason why I called him out,
county.
the reason why I called him out is because it was just really proving your point that they're still trying to hate. They still do. It's almost like they can't stand the fact that for as cruel as and understand when we say they, we're not talking about all white tea people. I just want to make sure we get that across. But it seems like they think that after all they done, we're still persevering, and they can't stand that.
Hey, let me tell you something, host.
I do.
Hey, let me just say this real quick. We was here when the lights got cut on. We're gonna be here when they get cut off, and guess who's gonna be here when they get cut back on? You guessed
We will.
it. You guessed it.
We will.
You guessed it.
You'll have a lot of supporters, my friend.
Yeah, but it's funny. Like I said, the reporter down at the Million Man March wanted to actually try to, think I was. I said, dude, I did everything y'all asked me to do.
Man,
The suit.
wow.
I put on the suit. I put down my tools. I learned finance. I learned home construction and property development and all that crap.
It's all right.
Learned it all.
You're still winning. You won. You still winning.
Check it out. Instead of doing something illegal and stealing it, right?
Right.
I could have made a fortune doing that because I knew Rayful and them.
Hey,
I
look.
just stayed away from them.
Hey, Willie, it ain't
Matter of
like
fact-
we won't though.
As a matter of fact, I sold some of his friends' houses.
That's crazy.
I did do that. Straight
Hey,
up.
look. Hey, host. Hey, Willie. If I'm hungry, I'm telling you. If I done ate everything that I can eat off my plate, I'm telling you, I'm finna look at that pink toe plate, and I'm coming for it.
Yeah, hey, again.
The way Hold on, fellas. Green Hornet, he accepted the invite to come up in the panel. So what did you have to say to combat?
Me. Oh,
Oh, okay, Matt.
okay. Y'all be
Hey,
good.
if you give me about 10 minutes, I can talk, and I'm in the middle of a meeting right now. I can't really talk right now, but if you give me about 10 minutes, I'll stay on, or you can drop me back down, and I'll come back
You
up.
sound like you from Alabama.
I'm
drop you
actually
down.
from Mississippi, man.
There you go. Right next door.
All right. Okay, I'm gonna drop you down. We may be on this topic, we may not. So just
Okay,
come back.
I'll come back up. If
All right.
you're still doing it.
Okay. I'm gonna drop him down, and then we got a couple more that's coming up here. Let's see. Oh, Mac, you back up? Oh, hold on. I think I clicked his too fast. Hold on. Okay, Mac is back up. Now, hold on. There was one more. Hold on 1 second. Did I get him? No. Okay. So MRD3024. Couple things. One, you don't have a profile picture. Two, you have 91 followers. And three, you're only following 222 people. So that lets me know that you are a troll, or B, a bot. And so what we like to do, though, we like to be nice to everybody. And so what we're going to do here is my moderators will give you an invite to our block party, and you can pick whatever seat you want that fits you. You can have it. All right. Thanks for coming by. Take care. Yeah. You back on, Mac and Will?
I was just saying, I don't even know why that fool even sent up. I dropped down so that he can have a somewhere to speak on this platform, whatever. And he talking about I'm eating. Give me 15 minutes. This is the kind of stuff I'm talking about, man.
No, he said he was in a meeting, but
He
the
said he was
reason
in a
why,
meeting.
yeah, the reason why I brought him up is because I mean he was saying things in the live, so I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
if you're going to combat or try to discredit what Willie's saying, then okay,
Let's
come
go.
on here and say it. Yeah,
Let's
That's
go.
right.
I was
Willie
gonna
got him.
let Willie eat him. I ain't even care.
Willie got him.
Dude,
Cause
hey,
I already knew what it was gonna be.
I would eat his ass alive.
I already knew it. That's why. I said, okay, you want to walk into the meat
I,
cleanser?
no,
Let me plug it up.
I'm just saying, because there's no lying in this.
Yeah,
That's right.
I lived it. Okay?
yeah.
I should be writing all that shit down and doing a movie.
But that's the thing, brother, man. It again. It's just we're at a point where those people think that they can just come out and say anything. Like instead of coming on and asking, okay, well, how did this happen? And then now, he'll know, okay, this is what went down in this high. Because he's like 55,000. No, that's not true. 174. I can fix it up and make it 174. It seems
You
like
could.
that.
Hey, no. The whole thing about it wasn't even the value of the property. We just went in for a 50% LTV loan.
Yep. LBG.
Yeah.
Yep.
Whether it was
Yes, sir.
100,000, whether it was 150,000, no matter what the house was worth, we went in for a 50% LTV loan. That's why we went in for 65 because the appraisal came back at around 140. I think it was 139, 140. Okay, great.
Well, hey, hopefully you can come up later on. Like I said, I don't know. We may move on. I don't know if we'll be on that topic. I'm talking
again,
to Green
the
Hornet.
banks can always tell you no, and they will figure out a reason to say it. That's my whole point. And he can't tell me any different.
Yeah, he's not yelling, Big J. That's how he talk.
That's how I talk. I just talk loud.
Right.
I could take you to several development deals I had. We were 33 lots. All I needed was.
I bet you ain't lying about now one of them. I bet you
no.
ain't lying.
Right, exactly. It's like I took it to a basketball friend of mine, one of my old clients. I won't mention his name because for privacy reasons.
Yeah, absolutely.
We go to buy the land. The land was $400,000 back in 1997, 98, right around that time frame. Banks been lending him money, and he was an NBA player at that time, making about $4 million a year.
Yeah.
But that one project would have been worth about, like I said, like Donald Trump money would have been worth $60 million to us.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Well,
so it's like, dude, shut up about what you gonna do for us, okay?
Right.
Even when we bring in heavy hitters, they find a way to say no.
Yeah,
That's what
it's
they
crazy.
did then. They ain't doing it now. They can't do it now. We here. We're not asking for nothing. This is our stuff. And we're taking it back.
That's what you should see. That's what we should be seeing in people like our elite athletes and scholars and people who are truly making that kind of bank. Reinvest it back in the community because you'll never lose it. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And you can't spend it all, so you might as well reinvest it back into us because it's gonna come back tenfold on that. That's how you.
That's
exit
true.
up. If you want to exit up, that's how you exit up, right?
Hey guys, listen. I got to move on to the celebrity part. Here's what I want to do though. If the Green Hornet can come back, Will, you stick around. Mac, you stick around. If Green Hornet, when you get out, if you out of your meeting and we still broadcasting, I'll bring you up. I mean, good luck to you. I'm saying good luck to you. All right, but I'll bring you up, and then we'll go from there. But please come with your facts now, because I'm telling you, he's been here, man. He's one of he comes in here quite often. He's one of our loyals. So I'm just letting you know what it's gonna be. I don't want to hear I didn't tell you. You got 2 minutes? You know what? I might just put this whole celebrity show on for tomorrow. We'll just stay right here then. You got 2 minutes.
Sitting around waiting for Alabama to get busy or Mississippi, whichever one it was.
Mississippi, yeah. All right, hold on. We got
Hey,
another.
he's down there by you. You in Georgia, aren't you?
Yeah.
So he's your neighbor adjacent.
No. Alabama's between us. I even
Alabama's
make sure
that's
Alabama
true.
get put in there.
That's true. Hey, it's a lot closer than it is to me.
Yeah, unfortunately. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
My fastest town to Atlanta from here is
All right. He's in here.
Yeah,
Okay,
can you
Green.
look?
Okay, Green.
Look,
Go
I
ahead.
don't want y'all to misunderstand me. I clicked over on your live, man, and heard him say that he jumped down and got, you know, got a house for 55K, put 2 weeks of work into it, and then sold it for 150 47 or something. That's all I was
No,
thinking.
didn't say that. I said we got it appraised. We kept the house. We still have it to this day.
Heard him
Yeah,
say
and
it.
it just seemed like I don't know what you guys' panel is about. I was like literally flipping through and saw it, and that's all I was commenting on. So now I see
Okay.
what y'all talking about. Y'all talking about like generational wealth and stuff like that was withheld from y'all. I completely agree with that shit. I ain't the one that gonna deny that. So I
Okay.
was
I
talking
appreciate.
specifically
Guess,
about
guess what? I'll
real
be
estate
honest
deal.
with you. I'll be
It
honest
didn't
with you.
sound cool. It didn't
Those,
sound right
those
to me.
programs that we're talking about through reverse mortgages and property tax sales and stuff like that, they affect poor black, poor white people too. Okay?
Yeah.
And always, even if they're not
Yeah,
poor,
so what I'm saying is
because they'll steal that from you too. That's what their programs
Yeah.
are set up for.
Yeah, I ain't the guy saying that y'all's community wasn't done wrong or nothing like that. So I just wanted to make that clear. I didn't know what y'all's panel was about. I
Let me
thought
send you my cash app right quick.
Nah, but you want your reparations from him, man? He's not
Let
gonna
me
pay
get
no
my
reparations.
So Green.
yeah,
Green Hornet.
yeah, no, you know what y'all could do is maybe talk about like the have y'all ever done a panel where you go into the 40 acres and a mule that was promised and then how that shit was taken away? Have y'all ever done that?
It doesn't matter because the
But what I'm
politicians don't want it.
No, I know that, but have y'all ever done a panel on it? Is what I'm getting at. Have y'all ever
No.
talked about that? But it might be
No, I haven't.
interesting.
We
Yeah, it
passed
might be
that,
interesting
brother.
for people. Like
We
if you
passed
don't
it.
know, it might be interesting for people because like a lot of the things you'll hear is, well, y'all were giving reparations. They got 40 acres and a mule. Well, no, that shit only lasted after Lincoln was killed. They fucking took all that shit back. Congress didn't pass the law. So what I'm saying is
They pulled all
like,
that
I'm
shit
just
back
saying,
and gave us Jim Crow
if you don't
laws
know that,
instead.
yeah, like if you don't know that, that's like a good comeback for these fools that say stupid shit like that. But look, I'm gonna listen to you live, man, and I will come back up when I get out of this meeting. I'm in the bathroom right now, so I literally only had a couple of minutes. I'll come back up, guys. And
Hey, okay. All
I'll
right, you
try to be
cool, man. I'm
cool.
glad we got that
Hey, man.
rectified. Cause I thought
Yeah,
you was
yeah,
gonna be
yeah.
in trouble.
No. I ain't that dude, man. I thought it was just somebody talking shit. I didn't know. I was like, man, that sounds like a lot. 2 weeks? Come on, man. But I didn't know he was a real estate
No,
investor.
the property wasn't in bad shape. I mean,
Yeah,
it was
yeah,
a
no, no.
bedroom, one bathroom
He got-
with
Yeah,
a
yeah.
crawl space. You know,
He
Yeah,
got it now.
I ripped the bathroom
I
out
framed metal
today.
studs. I
Put it
framed
back
metal
in
studs.
2 days later.
He see.
Yeah.
He see.
You know, I ripped the kitchen out in
I feel you,
a
dude.
day and a half.
I got to jump off.
Put
I
that
got to
in
get back
3
in the
days
meeting.
later.
I will.
All right, Green
I'm gonna
Hornet.
stay listening, okay?
All right. Okay.
Like I said, you talk about, 1,100 square, 1,200 square foot, Rambler. It's not that big. It's got one bath.
All right. Okay. Well, look. Well, I'm glad
but
we
it's
got that
viable
squared
property.
away, though. It was just a misunderstanding. Friendly fire.
No, because we started to do something called road rehab behind that.
Celebrity time. I want to see what celebrity
Yeah.
time was about myself.
Yeah, we're
Yeah,
about
let's
to
go see what
transition into
celebrity
it then. We're about to transition into it. You can stay at the panel if
still
you
looking for
like.
Dave to get out.
Nah, man. It get worse and
Never
worse for
coming
him
home.
by the day, man.
He ain't never coming home. I told you that before, didn't I?
Yeah. I honestly, with and
I don't
I
think he ever
mean,
coming home. He gonna need a
Nah.
party, man.
nah, I don't think he is. And I'm gonna be honest. I'm not trying to be rude, but I think I could clearly, I could see him unaliving himself. And be honest
I
with
hope I hope for four gods he doesn't.
you. Me
Because
too.
actually, he was able to compete on the level I thought that all of us should be able to compete on. So he probably has some avenues of civility ahead of him.
Yeah,
Because again, the charges that
I bet you I wouldn't cry. I bet you that.
He said, "Oh well." Listen. I don't want. Here's the thing. I don't want anybody's life to be taken. But what I'm saying is, you have to factor in. This is a person that is used to having control, and he does not have control anymore.
Facts.
And so that gets to
call it panic mode, Kinfolk. Call it panic
right
mode.
panic mode. Exactly.
It's getting hot outside, and they know dang well that's why they invented DoorDash and Uber and all that stuff, so they don't have to come outside. It's getting hot outside.
It's getting hot outside. Exactly. You got to think about it. You know, when he went to the sentencing, he went to it thinking he was going to. I mean, he had already had
Mhm.
engagements scheduled. So in his mind, he knew he was getting out. So he thought, and so then to hear, well, you still got 4 years. I mean, he won't serve the whole four, but you got 4 years. But then on top of that, you still got more lawsuits coming in. So it's like
Well, luckily these lawsuits that are coming are mostly civil, not criminal.
they are civil. But see, and here's the thing with that though, that's going to get him more because that's what they should have got him on in the first place.
Yeah, that civil time ain't no joke. That civil time
That's
ain't
what I'm
no
saying.
punk.
No, I'm just saying in general.
You got to come out your
Yeah,
pocket too.
yeah.
And the funny thing about it now, they have to get
Hey,
all
Finley.
these substances to the court before his time runs out.
Yeah,
That's
if it gets
you
to
know
the
what I'm saying.
court, yeah, if it does that, and so
Done, get it to the courts and get it through trial.
yeah, and here's another thing, brother. You got people that's in prison, multiple prisons, vowing for your back door hole. That's scary because no matter where you
Well,
go,
I actually believe even though everybody says he don't have any money right now, the money he
he's got
does
money. He's
have,
got money.
he's
He's got money.
money. So
He's
that'll
got money.
protect him in there.
Yeah,
That'll
yeah.
protect him in there. Now he'll get milked.
What do you say that Glock 9,000? It's
He'll
something,
get he'll get milked. It'll be like you saw the movie Out of Sight, right? Remember the movie Out of Sight?
Yeah, yeah, I
Don
do.
Cheadle and
I remember it.
yeah, and Don Cheadle sitting there talking to Albert Finney.
5,000. That's
Albert Brooks.
Glock.
Albert Brooks. Albert Brooks.
Yeah.
He came in with his fish. Fish cost $3,000.
Listen. He's gonna have to.
3,000. He said, "Yeah, it's going up too, right?"
Listen, he's going to have to spend that bread, man,
Yeah,
in order to be safe.
but he's got so much of it, it's not going to matter.
Mr. Willie, it's such a war up in there. I'm gonna tell you.
I've never been,
I
so
started,
you can't.
I started back
stayed
in
away from
'90.
that.
Look, I started back in '90. I joined the military. I fought in 2 wars, and the military
Hey,
the
Dr.
one
Rashid.
sent me. The military the one sent me to the penitentiary. I was doing extracurricular stuff. You already know how that go. And they the one sent
Yeah, I
me to
almost was MP once.
It was hard enough to fight. It was hard enough to fight off in there than when I was in the war. That's how I started fighting the first morning I got off in there with some hot grits on my motherfucking neck, beating somebody down. I started fighting the first night I got up off in there until I left about that sucker with salutes. You understand what I'm saying?
Well,
That's
yeah,
wild
he
as fuck.
All I want to say is, see, I don't know your stature. Back when I was in the Marine Corps, I was 6'2".
I'm gonna hit first. I'm gonna hit first person.
he's I'm
Hey,
hit first, bro.
I'm gonna hit first person.
Oh, yeah,
Hey,
first
dude,
person.
Look at me wrong.
But you hit first person at 160 pounds, it don't phase somebody that's 210.
Shoot. Unless a
Unless you
couple
catch
of
him in the right
hit
spot.
him where he's supposed to get hit at.
Right.
Let a couple of
Like I just said, unless you catch him in the right
That
spot.
numbers
fighting.
game run up on.
Exactly.
Yeah. I scrap. That's what I do.
No, but
All right,
then
guys.
usually
Look,
if you're in the
fellas,
military,
I gotta
military
move
prison,
on.
right? So everybody scraps.
A
We gotta go
4-year-old,
on.
a 4-year-old couldn't even raise his voice at me when I was younger. Shoot, I wouldn't care who you were. What you say? Look, what?
He sound like a bully.
Look, y'all
Nah,
can stay.
I sound like
Matt.
somebody that I like my peace, and I don't want nobody disrupting it.
Okay, look,
That's
hey
what I
y'all.
sound like.
I'm about to move on. Okay, to the celebrities.
All right,
Y'all-
brother. All right.
All right, y'all. I'm
I
gonna
like
drop y'all
you.
down. Okay.
Go ahead.
That's cool.
Hey, I appreciate
You
y'all,
all right with
man.
me, Will?
Problem, man.
Y'all follow each other too, boy. We need both of them in
I'm
the
fixed
live
to.
at the same time.
I'm fixed to.
Okay. Good energy. Good energy. Hey, look. Okay. He said throw hands. Yeah. Right, sis. Throw hands. Ask questions later. That's right. That's right. Okay, look, y'all. We're gonna move on. We're gonna move on to the celebrity aspect of the show. Let me get what I need to be getting before we do that. Let me see. Because I know. Yeah, that's where I'm gonna go first. Let's go to these people right here first. Let's do what we got to do with them. Let's talk about this right here. Okay, because yes, we've heard a lot about JB and things that was done to him, right? Allegedly. Allegedly. And the one thing we say when it comes to the celebrities and stuff and all the things that they've done and things, the one thing that we pray that they do is change the state of mind and state of action, right? And have a come to Jesus moment, right? Repent of what they done and things of that nature. Well, possibly, and I could be reaching, but possibly Kim K just may have reached that point, right? My sister said Kim trying to use the Uno reverse ain't gonna work. She said, look, she said it's in too deep, it ain't gonna work. She's all maybe she's having to change her heart, sis. Maybe she has realized the error of her ways. I'm not sure. But here's what she has going on. Back in the day, she did a photo shoot with Justin B. And when Justin B was, of course, not the age of consent. And now she's saying that it was a sick photo shoot. And she doesn't know who allowed her to do it. Now, that's where I have my problem with Kim K, where she says, I don't know who allowed me to do it. No, we all know that your mother was your manager, right? And we also know that your mother was the one filming while you was hunting Gay J, which is stiff back. It's it's a shame, and she has no. How can I put this without? Because I want to be respectful to my ladies that are viewers. Sky Maria, welcome in. Let me try to put it this way, in the most PG way I can. That is the worst I've ever seen a woman perform. Like that is the. Anyways, I'm getting off the. But anyways, your mom was filming you and Gay J doing that, so you know who allowed you to do it. But I don't even think she could use the word allowed her to do it, because she could have easily said no. It was a decision that she made, and we have covered, along with other people, have covered what Kim K and her mother and others are allegedly a part of. I say allegedly because you still have the people who get butt hurt in here. So allegedly a part of, and what they do and what they practice. And we've heard about the church that they attend more than we would like to, especially the things that's what it's supposedly used for, or what it is allegedly used for, talking about the church. So without further ado, we're going to go into Khadijah Lynn reporting Kim Kardashian's sick photo shoot with young Justin Bieber.
The inappropriate photo shoot that she did with Justin Bieber. Kim Kardashian sat down on the Call Her Daddy podcast to address all of the backlash that she was facing back in the day for doing an inappropriate photo shoot with a minor Justin Bieber. Kim Kardashian is now saying that she does feel like this photo shoot was inappropriate, and she wants to know back then who even allowed her to do this. Elle Magazine is the one that did this photo shoot of Kim Kardashian and Justin Bieber, but I do feel like she should take a little bit more responsibility, because there's a lot more to this story than just this photo shoot and Kim Kardashian facing backlash when it came to Justin Bieber. I mean, there comes a point in time, if you are having to dress like this with a minor and take these inappropriate photos, you should say no and you should walk away. When you're criticizing who would have even let you go through this video shoot, we also know at the time your mother was your manager. In a video of this photo shoot that was produced by Elle Magazine, Kim Kardashian references an incident before this where she faced backlash when it came to Justin Bieber. It was being reported all over the news that Justin Bieber's fans were sending threats of unaliving to Kim Kardashian. All of these threats started happening towards Kim Kardashian when she met Justin Bieber and took a photo with him at a White House Correspondents' Dinner. Both Kim Kardashian and Justin Bieber posted this photo along with a couple flirty captions. Some of the things that were happening in these exchanges is that Justin Bieber was posting that Kim Kardashian was his girlfriend along with this photo, and then Kim Kardashian would respond in the comments and say that she had Bieber fever. It did not take well with Justin Bieber's fans at all. And then fast forward to a year later is when Justin Bieber and Kim Kardashian would do this inappropriate photo shoot for Elle magazine. And Elle magazine got a video of this photo shoot, but they also got Kim Kardashian referencing the first time that she got unaliving threats sent to her over Justin Bieber.
First met Justin Bieber at the White House Correspondents' Dinner in Washington, D.C. And I think actually before that, I had said in an interview that I wanted to set him up with my sister, Kendall, who's 14. And then he had responded in an interview saying that, no, he didn't want to be hooked up with my sister. He liked me or something just silly like that. It was a joke. And so when I met him in Washington, D.C., we took a picture together and he Twittered it and said, you know, me and my girlfriend, Kim. And instantly, I mean, it was on CNN, like all over the...
Right after she says this in the video, it jumps right into the behind the scenes of this photo shoot that a lot of people have felt like for years is just very inappropriate. And Kim Kardashian faced a lot of backlash over doing this photo shoot because Justin Bieber was a minor. One thing that I found very odd while watching this video over again is the fact that Elle magazine took a part out of this video that is on their profile, but the whole part in the video is still up on their YouTube channel. And it's Kim right here dressed in this inappropriate outfit, but she's actually standing with Justin Bieber. So I am a little bit confused why Elle would take this out of their magazine official website and then they would leave it on their YouTube. It's like everyone knew it was inappropriate, and now Kim Kardashian references the Bieber.
I don't get how people would think that that's, like, serious. Sorry, B.
The fact that we now see that Kim Kardashian at the time was actually playing with another incident where people thought it was inappropriate when doing this photo shoot necessarily shows that you knew at the time it wasn't the greatest idea. So that's why when she made the comments, I don't know who let me do this, I feel like a little bit more responsibility should have been held on her end. And it's not just Kim Kardashian. Elle magazine should also be held responsible for this and any other people that helped launch this photo shoot. But at the end of the day, Kim Kardashian should have said no and she should have walked away. It is a little off-putting because at first Kim Kardashian didn't want to bring this up. She said, if I even bring this up, I will be canceled again. Now we heard what she thought of the whole incident after all of these years. She was finally addressing it, but do I think it could have been a little bit better? Yeah. But y'all let me know what you guys think about all this in the comments.
All right. Let's give it up to Khadijah Lynn on that. Now, there's a couple of things I want to point out. I want to point out that this is a prime example that when children come into this industry, or I'm sorry, people that's not the age of consent, come into the entertainment industry, how vital it is that they have people around them that really has their best interest and safety at heart. Meaning, don't allow them to go places by themselves. Because at the end of the day, it's not only just the handlers, it's also companies. As we see in this case, it's a magazine company. But there's companies who are affiliated and a part of these heinous actions. So anything as such as a magazine, a photo shoot for a magazine could resort into the person that's not the age of consent being taken advantage of. So I speak as a parent who has a child that is in the entertainment industry right now, or the movie business or whatnot. I'm saying, and he's 20, but I'm still keeping wraps on him. Like, you're not going anywhere by yourself. So I'm saying that to even the parents who have children that are aspiring to be actresses, musical artists, things of that nature. Do not trust anybody. Do not let your child go with them anywhere. It's important. It's vital that you not be so naive or fall victim to the amount of money that you may see or they may put in front of you and allow that to cloud your judgment. Don't do it. Don't do it. All right. Now, I also wonder if this is going to be a prelude into other things that are going to come out about Justin B. Um, as we've heard previous people state, there is a video on the dark web of him being violated. So I don't know if she's trying to jump out and get a head start on everything as far as so she doesn't, get lumped into the bad stuff when it comes out or what. But at the end of the day, like my sister said, let's continuously pray for Justin B because you can see even in some of his actions and videos, man, it's not the same innocent soul that came into the industry wanting to just make music. There's something that has been taken from him, and I think we all can allude to what that is. All right, and the thing that makes it different with him is he was a child, so I don't even think he even knew what was going on. So that's why I have to blame the parents on that. There's no way that I would let my child go anywhere by himself. All right. So let's move on to the second and final segment for today. Right, Hannah. They stole his soul. Exactly, Hannah. I'm glad you understand. She's on point. She gets it. This guy that's behind me, that is Omar Gooding, whose older brother is Cuba Gooding Jr. And yes, he's been mentioned in some lawsuits with Puffy Jacket as well. Was it Little Rod? I think it was Little Rod who said that he grabbed his leg. I could be wrong. It was someone. I want to say Little Rod, but it may not have been. But it was somebody who said that he, tried to touch him in a certain way that he didn't want. That was uninviting. But in any event, I digress. Let's move on. Omar Gooding is talking about actors selling their soul and reveals knowing actors who were unalive from selling their souls. So we're gonna give this video credit to our man's Jamel, aka Jamal. He's another great content creator, another person who tries to call things down the middle. He don't try to go one side or the other. It's just what it is. What's prevented is what he follows. You get it? And that's what we try to do here. The same thing. So we enjoy listening to his content. So without further ado, let's go ahead and play that.
All ladies and gentlemen, buckle up, buckle up, buckle up. Appreciate you guys coming over and watching. We're back on the Art of Dialogue channel, which I'll leave in the description for you guys to check out more and even subscribe, man. The original, because sometimes I have to edit out stuff
Grandson, I'll call
or just
you back.
whatever the case is. But
I'll call you back, grandson.
look at this title here. It's a long one.
I'll call you back.
Omar Gooding on actors selling their soul and reveals knowing actors who died from selling their soul. Now, I talked about that a lot. I said, all you got to do is pay attention to the people you see all the time. I'm talking about every movie, every damn commercial. They own Netflix. They just everywhere. Everywhere. You're like, damn, this person, it seems like they working a lot. I said it's not about getting at the top. It's about, it's not about getting to the top. It's about staying there, and becoming global.
Hold on, y'all. I'm sorry. Can you please give my panelists here? And your host is kind of thirsty. So we have a live goal that I ask you all to help me meet. It's that pumpkin latte. Keep tapping and clapping. Share if you care. Jenny says plants as well. You can see who's taking the oath and pushed. Exactly. Especially when you know what to look for, sis. You're right. We can. The signs are there. And let's and again, last week we did a show with Nicki Minaj, and we saying we want to pray for her safety. Let's also do the same for Omar Gooding, please, because this is going to put him in some compromising safety compromising situations. All right. Thank you for the lightning bolts. I appreciate that, Finley.
So, I mean, some people know it. a lot of people
Thank you for
really
the
don't
pumpkin
care about
latte.
it,
Day
but
break
always talk about
76.
know who you supporting. So we ain't gonna waste no more time. Let's jump right into it.
The Ticket to Work program is a government funded
Commercial, y'all. Commercial. Okay.
Selling your soul in Hollywood, is that a real thing?
Oh yeah.
Right to it.
I believe it begins with the choice.
Thank you for the heart
I'm gonna try
pub.
not to
Thank you
pause
for the
this too much, but
rose. I appreciate
this
that,
is what I be talking
Adrian.
about,
Thank
man.
you,
You
Bessie.
don't really hear or see a lot of this with actors talking about this. So the fact that, you know, I know the interview is like longer, but this is like a piece from the interview. But to hear somebody talk about this is huge because it's seen. I told y'all it's actors that are famous, but they really not that famous. You know, he's the little brother of Cuba, but he's been in some stuff, but not like, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Choices you make with what you find acceptable.
Hold on, sorry.
It,
Why? What do you say?
I believe it begins with the choices you make with what you find acceptable. If you get a role and it requires you to do certain things that you think is acceptable and you do them, then you'll get that call. Then you'll know. One thing always leads to another. It's not like you walk into Hollywood and they go like, "Hi, red pill, blue pill. Which one do you want?" You know, no. They put you through the test. You know, they know who they can get away with what. People do things on camera because they're comfortable doing them. If they're uncomfortable doing them, they shouldn't be doing them. It's just that simple. That's when problems happen. Problems and cases and situations and all this inappropriate because you weren't comfortable doing it anyway, but you did it. And now you want to come back and say, "I was so the whole time, I couldn't believe it." But the people doing the hiring go, I think they like this, or I think they're with it, or they're okay with it. I think they'll do it. This makes sense. Oh, they look like a natural. Oh, they're crying, this and that. They're fine. You okay with nudity? They strip. Oh, they're fine. They're good. And then later they come out and say, "Oh, I was damaged and they told me I had to, or else if I don't put on this lipstick and dress, I'll never make it in Hollywood." Nobody says that shit. They just put it in front of you. So you want to do, we can do a dress. Oh, hell yeah. They slide in that dress.
Think about, although they did say they found some footage of Dave Chappelle wearing some type of dress or something, but I'm just thinking about the interview on Oprah when he said he came to his trailer and it was in there and he didn't want to do it. So he brought the producer in there and he tried to talk him into it and he kept saying no.
Hey, that's a good question right there, Adrian. She says Malcolm Jamal Warner was in a lot of shows in recent years. Makes me wonder if he got caught up. According to his mother, when she was doing an interview, I forgot what show it was on, some kind of like news channel or something like that. But she was saying that a lot of fear was on him leading up to his unaliving. Whoever he went to the islands with for the vacation stated that he was saying he felt like somebody was following him. I don't know. I'm just telling you what they said. They was with him. I wasn't. So we just have to go out. And his mom, I'm gonna be honest, I think his mom knows him better than anybody. So
zip it up and put the lipstick on and the eyes, and they're happy with it. They're comfortable doing that. They're fine. That's them. They're good. That's the people that do it. It's the ones when you come to let's see if Omar put the dress on. Yeah, no. No, it's not me. I'm not. I say the dress, but it's a metaphor for just doing things that I think are unnecessary, especially for comedy.
Right.
I wasn't the Three Stooges type of it. I'm not the one I walk in and I trip and fall. You ain't got to hit me in the face with a pie. Now I'm funny. Ha, ha, ha. Nah, just give me the line. I'll make it funny. I'll figure a way to say it cleverly that'll make everybody laugh. I don't have to trip and fall. I don't have to walk into a screen. Oh, jackass. No, I don't. That's not how I am. So it's easier for me to turn down things that I go, I'm not going to do that. Why would I do that? That make me look foolish? No. My character, my fan base likes what they like. So when I get feedback on, man, I loved you in this role, I loved you in that role, and they say things like, man, everything you do is solid. Like, that's cool. Thanks. I've done some things that overall as a project probably weren't solid, but my contribution to it was, when they see you, you don't let us down. Cool. I think of them when I choose roles. You know what I mean? I also think about what I'm comfortable with
Right,
and what I
Jimmy.
would have to compromise or not, you know. But I do believe, yes, it's a very real thing.
Hey, sorry, y'all. Hold on one second. I want to talk to my sister real quick. She said D'Angelo passing too, and we may cover that because what's her name? Erica Badu has been talking about his passing a lot lately, and you know what frequency and energy she is on, and I would like to just get her perspective on D'Angelo's unaliving and how she puts it to us that it was the industry that did it.
It's very spiritual. There's some people don't believe in God, but do believe in the devil. Well, where'd the devil come from? How do you believe in one and not the other? You don't believe evil exists? Will you say sing a prayer in a church and yeah, sure. All right, now we do this devil enchantment and da 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 da. No, I ain't doing that. I'm not playing with him. Yeah. you know it's real. So why would he not say, yeah, will you do all this? I'll give you all the desires of your heart, but I'm gonna collect that shit.
Hannah said, right.
And we see a lot of collections.
Marie said, yes, please.
happening. We see the collections, and when it's
Finley
happening,
says,
everybody,
Angie Stone, there
I
was
can't
something
believe they
wrong
did that to them.
with that whole
They made that deal a
situation.
long
I
time
agree,
ago.
Finley.
He's here to collect. I think it's a very real thing. Just me being honest.
Yeah,
you know.
man.
So, and it all comes, and when you try to figure the right turn or the left turn to make or the right path or this and that, just think about it. Sometimes what you just got to do is you look around the corner. It's the best way to figure out decision making. If I do this right now, I get this. But what's the worst thing that could happen from this? It's that. It's this. I put on a dress, some lipstick. Now I'm out. I'm in the party or I'm at a club. Someone go, there go that punk.
Kiki said,
You
yes.
this and that, sissy. Watch yourself. That was just a move. No, it ain't. You like that shit. Now I got to fight this man. We have to fight now.
Got to.
Those are facts, man. Because like they, again,
So
I
it said
like how you said
they
the
worship
dress as a metaphor
Allison Crowe
because
and Thelma, and that's the
about
issue right
you
there.
being
They
comfortable
sell their soul
with
and worship
things,
them.
you know.
Those kind of people.
And to each their own, you know. But he's saying like the necessariness of it, like why, what is that about? You know, because again, people will try you in public. They will try you in public. That's another downfall of being in the industry is you get no privacy at all.
Yeah.
You know, at all.
Facts.
There's no other course of action because I put on that damn dress. Well, I'm not really like that, but I know that. No. That's part of it. Yeah, that's enough right there to say, well, then I know my lane. I know what I can do. I'm not Tyler Perry. You're not comfortable in manhood. For one, that's not manhood. But let's not go there. What I'm just saying is, it's the choices you make, and then if you make this choice,
sisters and now celebrities are trying to sell
made these choices.
agnostic
then I'm
as
sure
well.
You have no problem with this.
Oh Lord!
Now we'll give you all you
That's
want,
crazy.
and you keep packing our agenda. We know whatever we give you, you'll do. So here. We'll give him all the money he wants because we say, now you're doing this because this is the agenda we want to push. This is what we want to make black men look like. This is what we want the picture of. So here, you get your money. Now go do it. That's selling your soul. You don't have a soul. It means you don't have a say. You just do what they tell you to do. Somebody thought I would do that and sent me a script and said, I'm doing this and I'm doing that. And I said, no, I'm not. But they already paid me. So I give them what I want to give them. Here, this is what you get. Some push-ups. Anything else?
Jim
No,
Carrey
we
is
got to
the
find another
biggest
way
one.
now. We got to find another way because
Just pushing that.
he didn't do what was on the script. Put a camera in the dressing room before you leave. Tell him
Agnostic.
take his shirt off real quick, but it changed by now. You know what I mean? That type of thing. But yes, I totally believe there's that.
And I liked him.
I've never been fortunately faced with okay, this is what it is. You know, I think people like Dave Chappelle have, and they said, look, this is what we doing now. This is what we doing. This is the money on the table. Your choice. And he said, nah, fuck that. You know what I mean? Kudos to him. He survived.
Me
came
too,
back even
Finley. I'm
stronger.
like,
You know
what?
what I mean?
Oh, Sis broke my entire heart.
I think everyone has that moment. You have to make that choice, that decision. It may be professionally. It may be while you're pulled over by the cops. It may be out at a club somewhere. You know what I mean? But everyone gets that choice. We all hope, pray that we make the right one.
Yeah.
And I saw you make a comment about how it's actually actors that's not living because they sold their soul.
Here we go.
Yeah. It's tough, man. And when the collection happens, it happens. And I don't even think it's because it's that they not here. It's well, I mean, yeah. No, it is because they're not here. I ain't gonna backtrack what I said now. I mean, it's true. You make that wrong choice, and then if you don't play ball with what they want to do, you know, they'll take you out. That's the sad thing. You know, it's tough, man.
Hold on, I want to pause that real quick, man. I would have paused that. Because how many, my day ones. Y'all remember last week when I forgot who we were talking about. I think we was talking about D'Angelo actually, and people thought we were just conspiracy theorists and we just spreading false narratives and lies and disinformation and all of that. But now you have someone who is in the industry and just sitting here saying everything that we've been saying is what? Correct. The system unalives individuals that they want to move out the way, that goes against whatever they want their agenda to be. And y'all come on here. Marie said true. Bessie said true. You see what I'm saying? But yet and still, people come on our show, our broadcast, and say that we are up here lying. I mean, at some point, you've got to open up your eyes and realize these are things that's really happening. And you can't explain it any other way than the machine unalive these people because they were either speaking out or not following the agenda that the machine wanted them to follow. And he just said it, which, like I said before we even started this segment, let's pray for him. Let's definitely pray for Omar Gooding, because he is exposing a lot. And that is a very dangerous thing.
Like, do y'all hear this right now? This man is talking so openly about this.
Just saying.
So openly about this. Because he know that
if you have a 700 plus credit
commercial,
he has enough money to live, to make it in life. I told you a lot of people, what did they say? The love of money is the root to whatever they say. But I'm just saying, this brother, this is what
my sister said. Look at how folks are.
You can talk.
Think of Cassie. Hold on, you went up too fast.
I'm like,
and all she did
because I'm like,
was tell the truth.
Really
exactly.
saying it.
That part right there, sis. You right on.
I've said before, if you don't do or you don't follow what they say, they will take you out. And
what did we just say? We're just watching this for the first time together. What did I say? Give it up to Jamal, aka Jamal. Jamel, aka Jamal. He said the same thing we just said. He said the same thing we just said. This man, Omar, is letting you know this happened. So going forward, anybody who coming to live or coming our broadcast and say that we lying, go ahead and hit them with it, because this man is telling you exactly what goes on, as if it hadn't been others that tried to tell us. Like on that broadcast we had previously that I was talking about with D'Angelo, and the people was sitting here. We played what Angie Stone said, and they was trying to say that she was lying. How you gonna say this woman lying when she's saying that she is in fear of her life and that she may be taken out? And lo and behold, she was. Come on, man. And she's not the first.
It could be like it could be not even like take you out, like you're not living anymore. It could be the whole blackball.
Yep, that's another way to
get
do
a job
exactly.
type of situation. Then you see these people start to turn to you know what, and then you start to see these actors on the street. You know,
right?
It's tough. If you overthink it, you go crazy. All the things that can go wrong right now to you right now could just your whole world up. So you don't think about it. You just make the best choices, because it's, you got to have fun in the control. You really got to control your environments now. There's cameras everywhere. There's phones everywhere. You may think it's funny. It may go viral in the wrong content. Now you're getting judged by the court of public opinion because you said some wild shit at a nightclub, or
happened to,
XYZ.
yeah, Finley,
really bad
Martin
things.
Lawrence,
You gotta be careful how you
absolutely.
engage
Great
strangers.
one.
They got people killing people
Great
over internet
point.
beef. That's
Martin
crazy
Lawrence.
to me.
Yeah.
These people get brave behind the camera and then they want to take that shot. You got to be careful on so many different levels, man. But
I think he's speaking
but
about
yeah,
Dave
there's
Chappelle on that, as
there's
far as
definitely a
saying
they
things
and
during the comedy
there's
show
factions and all the
and the
secret
court of public
society and all that type of stuff.
opinion
There's a
taking
lot
it the
of
wrong
closed
way.
door. There's a lot of
Yeah.
cool thing now is there's so many different outlets and platforms that you can use. You're not just limited to this TV show or this network or this and that. There's so many different streaming and platforms and so on and so on. I don't think it's so much like I got to do this. This is the only thing showing right now. Like, please.
And this is why I talked about you can be an independent rapper or just whatever the case may be. You don't need these big
Jenny says they
companies
have
to make
streaming
it.
now, and
You know,
stealing from
that's why I
artists is way
said
easier
but
nowadays.
some people want it. They want it now. They want to rub shoulders with
True
all
statement.
of these super famous people and be right next to them. It's the fame, man. People want the fame, until they get it and they realize what it's really like. For the most part, when you see celebrities, a lot of them, they don't look happy. You know what I mean?
It's true. After you
You have
know,
an option on
certain
your phone to
things
watch
happen.
1 million different things right now. So, hopefully we just learn to.
Jenny said, "Sorry, but Dave, Bill, Whitney, etc. are wrong for not telling the truth. They did it for the money." That's true. That's true. Hey, I love Whitney, but when she tried to tell, you see where we are. You see where we are, right? Hey, I didn't say this before, and I need to say it. Whether you are watching the broadcast via TikTok, Rumble, YouTube, Facebook, I just want to thank you all, man. Thank you for supporting the channel. Thank you so much. I appreciate your presence, and please make sure you come back.
Make better choices because it's all common sense and it all catches up. I think the examples that we've been seeing a lot lately in the news with all of these cameras and all of these abilities to track people let you know, don't do no stupid shit.
Yeah.
Whether it's spiking a drink or taking a drink, whatever you're doing, hey, we're watching. And then all of a sudden everything will catch up to you.
You personally, you don't have to say their name, but do you know an actor that died because they sold their soul?
Sure. I mean, sure. The person I'm thinking of, it may have happened before we met so that, when I just see him just kind of splash and go, it's like, oh, but then you see the real-time situations now and you're just like, damn, could they have been avoided? Maybe not, when they feel like they're really in anguish and they're really going through real life. You're going, damn, that sucks, man. But what did shit, my brother. Shit, what happened to my brother, man?
Hey.
He found success. Yeah, and he found success. He reached the top, the mountaintop at the beginning of his career. He reached the mountaintop. It's like, now what? You know what I mean? When you're up there so early, I don't envy that. Like, I wish I won an Oscar for Baby Boy. That'd have been awesome, right? But how would I have handled that? With a new body and I was already getting flirted with too much. An Oscar too? Oh, he did. Ain't no way I would have survived that. Ain't no way. God has a plan. Take your time. Maybe I'll get it when I'm like Morgan Freeman. For now.
Crazy, man.
You
real spill though. Real spill though.
The stories and the lessons and that have happened to the ones before us, and you hope to try to say, well, let me do better than that. That can't be me. Maybe I won't do this as much or that. I'm sure my brother looks at a couple things he did and was just like, yeah, I probably shouldn't have did that. But not criminal shit. Just bad judgment that makes it look bad. Like when he was going through a lot of the stuff, people were saying in the comments, because that's where we live, in the comments. People were like, oh, we already knew he was a wild boy. They didn't say he was guilty. They just said, we just know he's wild. That's how he is. He likes to have fun. He's enjoying himself. He won.
Do not pay your next car.
Well, but then, yeah. Hey.
Once you win, you're like, I won. It's party time. And then when other little problems come up later, you're like, I probably could have handled that better, but I was young. Or the reputation that was around me weren't people that I knew. He's fired more agents than I have. He's had different people handling this and that and third aspects of his life. I think he's solid now with the people he has around him. He had to learn the hard way. But again, I hate speaking about somebody else that I'm not in their skin, so I don't know. But just from the outside looking in, I can learn from the lessons. And a lot of those are, whatever happens, this legal stuff here, blah, blah, blah. You still have people making those decisions, and the people are looking at you and going, oh, yeah, but you did this. So why would that happen? One thing definitely leads to another all the time. Consequences.
That's huge, man.
That's
Talking
real,
about
that's real.
your circle, the people around you. That was what a great interview. Like I said, the whole thing, I forget how long it is, but I just wanted to see this clip here. Man, this brother just talked so openly. Let me look at some of the comments here, man. Someone said, do you know what the number one job of someone who sold their soul in Hollywood is? It's to act like it didn't happen. Yeah. Brother seemed well grounded.
Absolutely. W's to Omar and Jamal. Absolutely. You're right, sis.
Damn, it's a lot of comments saying he just described Kevin Hart to me. Sheesh. Hey.
Well, I mean,
man, you can take this video for what for whatever. You can do whatever what you want to do with this, but the same stuff he talking about is the same stuff I see. And he's in the industry, but I don't think he's part of the industry.
I got it.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. I feel that way too. I felt
Like
that was a smart guy.
like
Since he was a smart guy.
he's been in some stuff, but like you don't see him all the time. Those are the ones you got to pay attention to, man.
Hey, let's give it up for Jamel, aka Jamal, and Omar Goody. Listen, if you'd like to listen to the whole interview, you can go to Art of Dialogue on YouTube. It's on there. Man, again, we've got let's pray for this brother. Let's pray for this brother because he's bringing some light. He's shedding light and bringing some truth. And we know a lot of times in this particular business, I should say, that comes with a hefty price. And that price, a lot of times, is your being, right? So we definitely want to keep him in prayer and continue to pray for Nikki. I don't think she's gonna let up on Jay-Z no time soon. If anything, I think she's gonna get worse with it. So let's pray for both of those individuals. Jenny says they usually get hit with a scandal or worse. That part. You know, and we, like I said before, we even started. We know his brother has already been listed in some lawsuits with some things. So we hope he doesn't catch any shrapnel from that, right? Don't forget, people. Hey, check it out. Don't forget, Dope Girls, the hottest new web series, is airing on YouTube. If you missed the first 9 episodes, please go on YouTube and subscribe to Tay Vision Films. Do not forget, tomorrow night, 8 p.m. on YouTube, only on YouTube, episode 10 will be airing. Make sure you watch it. Okay? Your self-proclaimed favorite news reporter is the character plays the character Stacks on there. I don't know what's gonna happen, people. I can't tell you. I don't know. Just tune in. Like I said, if you haven't watched it yet, you still got time to go catch episodes 1 through 9 on YouTube, and then you'll be all set for tomorrow night at 8 o'clock when episode 10 airs. You can get your favorite snack, you can get your favorite beverage, you can kick back and watch it with us, right? We'll be seeing it in real time, just like you'll be seeing it in real time. Daybreak 76, thank you, says great acting. Thank you so much, Daybreak 76. I hope you're going to tune in for episode 10 tomorrow night. Things are hot right now, aren't they? It's amazing right now. It's amazing. Also, like I said, go and check out GIW, which is Global Impact Wrestling TV on YouTube. Subscribe to that channel. We'll be having Monday Night Mayhem tonight, right? And that is going to be, how can I put it? Animated wrestling, video game wrestling. So come and check it out. My sister said, good match last Friday. That was wild, wasn't it? That was wild. Hey, if you haven't seen the match that I had last Friday, this is video game, people. If you haven't seen it, go on my page when we end the broadcast. go on my TikTok page and you can see the match that my sister Jenny's talking about between Jax Insane and I. It was wild. It was wild. And then Thursday night we had a 6-man parking lot brawl. That was Jax Insane, myself, and 4 others, and we was going at it. I didn't post that one because it was like forever long, but nonetheless, it was good. Him and I were the last 2 combatants of the parking lot brawl, so that's why we went at it in a tables, ladders, and chairs match on Friday night show. Please go and check it out. Leave a comment, hit the like button, share it out, do whatever you got to do. But also tune in, though. Make sure you tune in. Now that actually is for Outlaw Championship Wrestling, and that's on Twitch. There's a link when you go and watch the video of the match. In the comments, I left the link. If you don't have Twitch, what are you waiting for? Go and make you a Twitch so you can keep up with us over there on Twitch TV as well. So that's what you got to do. Hey, thank you all for joining me. I appreciate it so much. Like I said, on behalf of my moderators and myself, your presence is a gift to us, and it's a gift that we cherish and we do not take for granted. We are grateful for it. You could be anything in the world. Be somebody. Peace and blessings to you all. I love you to life.